Hello and welcome dear students to our English class. To have proper balance in nature, we have different animals and birds in our environment. Just imagine our life without these beautiful birds and animals. It would have been so boring. So, birds and animals are important in our life because animals and birds do control and balance our environment. Students, you may have come across so many birds, different names of birds, but those are all common. We have seen them since our childhood. For example, parrot, pigeon, crow, etc. These are the birds which you see around yourself, so you know about them. But still, there are some birds which we are not familiar with. Today, we are going to learn a story of a bird which is the heaviest bird of our country. And the bird itself is going to tell you the story. Let's begin with our lesson. Page number 6, 1.3 Autobiography of a Great Indian Bustard. Students, what do you mean by an autobiography? Let's break these words into three. A word auto means self, bio means life, graphy means writing. So, if we will connect all these three words by their meanings, we'll get the word self, life, writing. So, the word autobiography means something that is written about someone by himself or herself. So, Autobiography of a Great Indian Bustard is a story of an Indian bird. The bird itself is narrating his own story in his own words. The author of this lesson is Dr. Pramod Patil. He is a wildlife conservationist, means a person who protects and preserves the environment and wildlife. He devoted his life to the 4 feet tall bird that walks and runs on the grasslands of our country. Dr. Pramod Patil won the Whiteley Award, popularly known as the Green Oscar, in April this year, for his efforts in the conservation of the Great Indian Bustard. He was presented the award at Royal Geographical Society in London. Students, now I'll be reading the passage and then I'll be explaining it. Page number 6, 1.3 Autobiography of a Great Indian Bustard. Which is the heaviest flying bird in India? Well, friends, it's me, the Great Indian Bustard. I feel proud to be known as the Great Indian Bustard. I have more than 30 different names in various Indian languages. In Marathi, I am known as Maldok or Home. I can weigh up to 18 kilos and can stand up to 4 feet in height, reaching up to your shoulders or even higher. I have got a long white neck, brown wings, tall yellow legs, and a black cap on my head. My wife, Mrs. Bustard, is smaller and slimmer than I am, and her neck is not white. But I have heard humans say that we both look impressive. Here in this passage, the Great Indian Bustard is describing himself. See the first line. Which is the heaviest flying bird in India? Well, friend, it's me, the Great Indian Bustard. Now, here, the Great Indian Bustard is introducing himself by asking a question that I am the heaviest flying bird in India. And he feels proud to be known as Great Indian Bustard. I have more than 30 different names. How many? 30 different names in various languages, Indian languages. In Marathi, He is known as Maldok or Hum. And the Great Indian Bustard, it weighs up to 18 kilos and it can stand up to 4 feet in height. Means, so human being, if they stand straight, then it is equal to his shoulder. Okay. Now it further describes that I have got a long white neck. Okay, long white neck, brown wings, tall yellow legs, and a black cap on my head. So that black cap is what? They are the feathers on his head. Now in the next line, the Great Indian Bustard is comparing himself with his wife. That means there is difference between the male Indian Bustard and female Indian Bustard. So how can you identify male and female bustard? They both are same in color. Only Mrs. Bustard, means the female bustard, is smaller and slimmer than Great Indian Bustard. Female bustard do not have white neck. They both look beautiful, but there are certain distinctive characters that help us to differentiate between the male and female bustard. But they both look impressive. Impressive means beautiful, awesome. Students, who is there in the picture? Yes, the Great Indian Bustard. Children, observe the picture. Can you see a long white neck, brown wings, tall yellow legs, and a black cap on his head? Yes, so this is the Great Indian Bustard. Let's start with the second paragraph. I live on grasslands and deserts along with my other friends, including chinkara, blackbuck, and larks. I eat everything including snakes, lizards, small fruits and berries, and all sorts of insects. That's a very healthy habit, but grasshoppers and beetles are my favorite food items. So in this next paragraph, it tells us about their habitat, where they live. He lives on grasslands. Grasslands means a large open area covered with the grass. And a desert. Desert means it is a large area of land, usually in a hot region, where there is almost no water, no rain, no trees or plants. Now he lives along with his friends Chinkara, Blackbuck and Larks. He tells us about his favorite foods: snakes, lizards, small fruits and berries. Berries means a small roundish juicy fruit. And all sorts of insects, all different types of insects. But among all this, his favorite food items are grasshoppers and beetles. Now students, I'll be showing you all the pictures of Great Indian Bustard's friend. Now in this picture we can see lark. Larks are small birds. They have short, thin bills, short necks and rounded heads, and they are famous for melodious singing. So this is a lark. Students, this is a blackbuck. It is also known as an Indian antelope. It has long spiraling horns. It is tar brown and white in color. Now we have third friend of the Great Indian Bustard, that is Chinkara. It is known as Indian Gazelle. Now students, I'll be showing you the favorite food items of the Great Indian Bustard, that is grasshopper and beetles. Grasshopper is a plant-eating insect with long legs which are used for jumping and for producing a chirping sound. Grasshopper can be found in sunny and grassy areas. Students, in this picture, we can see different types of beetles. Beetles can be found all over the earth in all kinds of habitats. They live in dark under logs, rocks, and leaves. Students, let's see the third paragraph. When it starts raining, we all gather at our favorite grasslands where there are no people to disturb us. I perform a wonderful dance by gulping air in the special feathery pouch attached below my neck. This pouch helps me to produce a resonating sound similar to the one produced by the cow, whom I dance in joy with puffed out feathers and cocked up tail and dropped down wings. It helps me to impress my soulmate. Now, in this paragraph, the Great Indian Bustard, he has described how they enjoy the rain. People usually live in urban areas, so grasslands are usually left barren. So there are no people to disturb them. So they find peace in grasslands, and during rainy season they all gather there, they dance and enjoy the fresh air and special weather. I perform a wonderful dance by gulping air in the special feathery pouch. Pouch means a pocket like space attached below my neck. This pouch helps me to produce a rustling sound similar to the one produced by the cow, whom. So it tells us that it has a pouch below its neck. Pouch means pocket like space, where it gulps in the air. Gulps it means it swallows it, collects it in his neck, and then helps to make a resonating sound. Resonating sound means a loud, clear, and deep sound. So this sound is similar to the cow sounds. How is that sound? Whom. Students, let's see the last of this paragraph. I dance in joy with puffed out feathers and cocked up tail and drop down wings. It helps me to impress my soulmate. So children, how do they attract their soulmate for reproduction or breeding or mating purposes? So the Great Indian Bustard, it tells us that it dances and its feathers are puffed out because it is the sign to impress the female bustard. And his tail is also cocked up. Cocked up means it raises the tail and holds on its back. And drop down wings, and the wings are dropped down. So by these actions, the females are impressed to the male great bustard. Okay students, so remaining lesson we will continue in the next video. You are expected to read the lesson. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.